Woohoo! Welcome to What the Mother, episode number 7.
What?
I'm Boogie.
I'm Breizy. We're
How you
back.
doing? We're back. Guess who's back?
Mhm.
Back again.
You're too much. How are you?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Been a busy
Loving
week.
this. What'd you say?
Busy week.
Has it been?
Yeah.
Doing the mom thing, doing the work thing,
Yep.
running around in 15 different places.
My daughter had a track meet. I didn't get home till 8:45 last night.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, pause. Do you hear that sound in the background? No?
No.
My
It might
cats
be
are.
my son making noise in
No.
the
It's
background.
my house. It's
Oh.
my cats being little assholes. I love them, but they're determined to take apart my couch, fabric string by fabric string.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
Oh, I don't hear it, thankfully.
okay,
That
good.
sound also makes me like, oh.
And I think I've told you that I bought these things on Amazon that I thought they would love. It's like these scratching pads that you can stick on the wall, and I made them
No.
their own area. And I'm like, this is for you. And they were both like, fuck you. And they just went back to my couch. Like,
My cat has a whole box of toys.
yeah.
Cool toys, like little mouse, this thing
Yeah.
that rolls around. You know what he plays with? My daughter's scrunchies and a rubber band. A
Mm-hmm.
rubber band!
Yep.
Why did I bother spending all this money on cat toys so that little fucker could play with a scrunchie?
Right. You just get some ponytail holders, but then I'm worried that like they're going to ingest them and then take a crap and there's going to be these little things sticking out of their hiney hole.
Ooh.
Nobody
He
needs
hasn't
that.
done that, but now I'm gonna have to worry about that.
Yeah, you
Thanks.
should. You should. No
Thanks.
problem.
Thanks.
No problem. No problem.
Oh.
So I wanted to share something. I was going to wait a little, but I need to use it now because I'm dying. And I know, usually people listen to podcasts, but for those of you who may want to watch it, I have this thing. I'm going to show it. It's an ice roller. So basically, you just stick it in the freezer, and it has a handle and a little roller that looks like one of those steam rolling trucks. And it's supposed to be used if you wake up like with puffy eyes or puffy face. I have found though it's amazing for hot flashes. And it's like, oh, it's so cold, but it feels, oh my God, it
It
feels like
looks pretty
heaven.
cool. They
It's
have a few of them that are like stones that people put underneath their eyes
the
for puffy eyes.
gua sha, however you say it.
I don't know what the hell you just said.
I'm making shit up. No,
I was
it's,
like, who?
uh,
I think I
oh.
went to school with a wafsha.
It just
I don't
feels
know.
it feels so nice. So if you see me, if anybody's watching, you see me rolling my face or my neck, that's what's happening right now in life.
Nice, nice.
It's lovely. It truly is. It's lovely.
Glad you're enjoying yourself. I mean, my eyes have been puffy too. These allergies are freaking insane.
Mm.
I really feel like as I'm sleeping, these tiny people come into my room and take a dandelion and shred it up and then stuff it in my mouth. Like just stuff it in I wake up, I'm like, my eyes, I got like the crust. I'm like, what in the actual fuck?
Yeah. Do you get the post nasal?
Yes, it's disgusting.
It's awful. I
It's
used to get
disgusting.
this horrific post nasal cough and like for weeks, and I'd have to sleep on the couch or sleep in a recliner because I'd be coughing in the middle of the night, and Mike wanted to put a pillow over my face and just never let go until I stopped.
Yeah,
Or you get that.
I'm snoring. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Hubs. I'm snoring right now.
you're a snorer?
I can't breathe.
Mm.
It's the dandelion that's
It's
stuffed in
the
my throat.
dandelion fairy that's shoving them down my throat.
It's freaking awful.
You need a
It's awful.
CPAP machine.
Yeah,
Your face.
that's so hot. Hey, baby.
Luke.
It's like, what's happening here?
Mm.
Yeah, so it was a busy week, like I was telling you. I did have my anniversary,
Happy anniversary.
19 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Wow. Of marital bliss.
It's been pretty blisses.
It has been pretty blisses. Yeah.
Blisses, whatever. It's, I can't complain. I got a
That's
good
good.
guy. He's my friend too. Like he's my best friend.
Mhm.
I like him.
That's important.
Yeah, it's really important. I mean,
Yeah.
look, marriage is not easy. It's not easy at all. But
No, no, it is not. Did you guys do anything for the 19th?
we went out to dinner the weekend, like 'cause it was on a Tuesday, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But we went out to dinner and drinks, and then we had a great time. And what do we do when we go out to dinner? We talk about the
Talk about
kids.
kids.
I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, we did talk about other things, but
Sure.
we have good conversation. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Dinner, food was good, and you know, it's a healthy relationship. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
came from divorce, so I know
Mm-hmm.
what an unhealthy one was
Right.
and what I
Right.
didn't want. I was anti-marriage in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nah, I'm just going to travel, see
I'm
the
just gonna
world.
burn my bra out in the street and be like, down with the institution of marriage.
I believe it's not for everybody.
Right.
I
Yeah.
also believe having kids is not for everybody. It's your choice, whatever
Sure.
you know, and can't complain.
Yeah. You know what
We
I
can
like about you and Mike, if you don't mind me saying? Now, here's the truth, right? Like up until, I don't know, a couple of years ago, like we didn't really know each other. We knew each other passing in, school district. And, I know Mike, your husband, kind of on a surface level. We haven't like hung and all that. But from what I see of the two of you, you seem very yin and yang. You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah, like you're the hey da 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 da, and he just seems like he's an anchor. Like he's not that you're not stable, but he seems like
I am not stable.
I am not a stable woman, but he just seems like the foundation. Am I
Oh
right
yeah.
on that?
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
I am the hothead.
Hmm.
Look, I'm Puerto Rican Italian. I'm a hothead.
You had no other
I
choice, really.
this from birth. I had nothing I could do about it. I came out of the womb. I was like, hey, what's
Where
going
the
on
thing is
here?
going, and
Yes, he's very level.
yeah. Hmm.
He's always like, take it
Right.
down.
Right.
And it's funny when he gets heated,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, yeah, babe, get heated. But I'm also like, look at you. You talk about me getting heated, but look at. But
Right.
yes, he is more. I'm more in your face, and he's more.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, it's nice. It seems like
He
a
holds
nice.
his own. Like we'll be at social settings, and
Mhm.
he'll mingle, he'll hang out, but he's not next to me. Like
Right.
we make eye contact across the room, and either like he'll stick his tongue out at me, or he'll give me the finger, and I'll do the same. And it's just
It's your
hey,
love
love you.
language.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's good. It's good. I mean, even if we even talked about even if we weren't together, our priority is our children.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
our kids know that. But I like that they see a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
It's really important. And
Sure.
it's not even so much that okay, yeah, we're still married, but it's also the fact that it's not going to be 50-50 in the household.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think that's ever going to happen. But some days it's 60-40 on his part. Some days
Hmm.
it's 60-40 on my part. Some days it's 75-25.
Right.
It depends on the situation,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Um, but they see that. They see that, when I'm not feeling well,
Hmm.
he picks it up on his end, and when he's
Hmm.
not feeling well, so
No, that's important. And it's funny because I knew we were going to kind of go into this topic, and I'm newly divorced, I would say. So I was in my head the past couple of days, kind of thinking about what did I want to share, what did I feel comfortable sharing. Um, but the truth is, I've always sort of been like this open book. When I talk on social media, sometimes I have to remember, oh, wait, my family could actually hear this. People could actually hear this. But I think, when it comes to my relationship with my Mike, we both have mics.
it's a
Um,
popular name.
it's a popular name. It's one of those names. It's an interesting situation, and many people that know us, especially through our divorce, they're like, "You need to write a book on how to do this." And I realized it wouldn't sell because a lot of people couldn't relate to the way we did our divorce, because I believe that a lot of divorce, I don't have numbers, but occurs because there's something bad that happened, right? Like
Mhm.
somebody was abusive, somebody cheated, there's a toxic something going on. And that wasn't the case with us. And it's what was interesting is that I had spent many years, I think, in a state that many people do of, well, it's not bad, right? And we have kids, and so what that I'm not happy. Does my happiness really come before my children and breaking up our family and vows that we took? And for so long, I didn't prioritize being happy. And I can remember being in a car with a friend a couple of years back. It was before Mike and I had decided to split. And my friend had said to me, he was talking about another couple, and he's like, I don't know, if you have kids, I kind of feel like if it's not like an abusive situation, you stick it in. You stick it out, stick it in. What am I thinking of? You
Hey,
stick
hey
it out,
now,
hey
Georgie.
now. You stick it out for your kids. And I remember sitting there thinking, like, yeah, but no one realizes that I'm like losing myself in this
Yeah.
process. And I say that, and if, sometimes Mike listens to these, and it was by no means because he was a bad person, because he's not.
No, I know him. He's a
Yeah.
great guy.
Yeah.
He's a good
Not
coach
a bad
too.
person.
He's a good softball coach.
He, yeah. But it's like when you get to a point where you're past the point of, oh, let's work on it. It's just, it's done, it's run its course, and you're hanging in there for the sake of everyone else. You can only fake happiness for so long. And then what happens is
You become
you become
bitter.
resentful
Yeah,
and
resentful.
bitter.
Yeah.
And although our kids, we were never the type that were fighting and, cursing at each other, whatever, they didn't see that. But what they did see was two people that weren't very affectionate to each other. And I was always on edge, because I was kind of walking around like resentful because I felt like I had this deep, dark secret. Like, hey, I don't want to be in this situation, but I'm going to hang in there until my kids are done with high school, because that's the thing you should do as a mom,
I mean, a lot of people do that.
They do. They do. But it's like, and I would think to myself, and I know now that Mike would have similar conversations with himself, like, this isn't a bad person. It's not bad. So it's okay. But it wasn't, it wasn't, because when you stop looking forward to experiences together and what your future can be, and it's like you're just trying to ride out time, you wake up one day and you're like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
And I can remember the day that it was like I felt like I was drowning, and he had come home from work, and I was just crying, and I couldn't bring myself to say I want a divorce. I remember what I said was, I don't want to be married anymore, and I couldn't say like the D word. And we spent a few weeks really talking about that, and it wasn't until we told the kids that it was like, oh shit, we're doing this, because like when you tell your kids, that's
Yeah.
a different level of commitment to what you're doing. And but thankfully, it took a little while for like the legalities of it all to work out, and everything was finalized at the end of 2024. But now we're both in these places where, like, he is incredibly happy right now in the relationship he's in, and I can look at that from the outside, and the inside, and say, like, I am truly happy for him, because he's being loved the way he should be. He's with
Hmm.
someone that, like, makes him a better version of himself. And I'm with someone that, they say you can't, other people shouldn't be responsible for your happiness, whatever. But I think it's okay to say, you know what, I'm happy now because of somebody else in my life. Um, but yeah, it took a while to get there, to like acknowledge it and say it out loud. Took
Yeah.
years to say that out loud. It's hard, man. It's like, God.
Oh, she getting deep.
Woof! Open up
I'm
the
gonna,
floodgates and.
I'm gonna send you a bill for this.
Mhm. Side note, I'm drinking. Do you see what this is? Fresca. Am I the last person on earth that ever heard of it? Did you hear Fresca?
I've seen it. I mean, are
I
you getting paid for this? What is
no,
going
I
on?
know.
Are you gonna
This
host
half hour, this half hour of What the Mother is brought to you by Fresca.
Fresca?
It's a grapefruit citrus sparkling soda water, and I would look at it and be like, "What the
Does
what?"
it does it taste good?
It's so delicious. It's like an orange soda, like a few levels down of the intensity, but it says grapefruit. It says,
Interesting.
I know. Anyway,
We
back to
had just to we'll circle back, but we had like a teacher appreciation week at our
yeah.
school,
Hmm.
and they brought in chips and guacamole and salsa, and they brought in what's called jarritos, which is a Spanish soda.
Oh,
And I got the pineapple. I don't drink soda. I drink
yeah.
water and coffee. Those are my two things. When I saw it, it just reminded me of when I was younger.
Hmm.
And I remember drinking it, telling people that it was had alcohol in it, and getting in trouble for it. But it's a pineapple soda that's probably 99% sugar.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to be able to sleep tonight because I drank a bottle of it today.
And
But
what's
just
it
get
called?
back, Jarritos. Jarrito.
Jarrito. And you got to roll the tongue, right?
Yeah,
Jarrito.
Jarritos.
Jarritos. Oh, well, I don't know what I'm saying. Very nice.
Oh, but to get back to your whole, I mean, I'm just happy that you guys are happy, that your
Yeah.
kids are
Yeah.
happy, healthy. Um, Families come in all shapes, sizes, and
Hmm.
everything. So
Hmm.
I think as long as it's healthy, positive, loving,
Yeah.
I thought not. Maybe maybe I didn't. I wasn't sure of my odds coming from divorced parents,
Sure.
because they always say you kind of fall in the same footsteps as your parents type
Yeah.
deal. I got to say that me and my siblings were all still married.
Wow.
Yeah, and they all seem very happy.
Hmm.
My one brother's been married over 20 something years.
Mm.
So, you get nervous about things like that because, certain toxic traits
Sure.
feel like you're going to cling on to
Yeah.
and maybe self sabotage your relationships.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
probably did when I was younger because I was afraid to get married.
Hmm.
Yet I got to say, I'm glad that my kids and my nieces and nephews see healthy, loving relationships,
Yeah. Absolutely.
and as long as my husband keeps putting up with my wacky ass,
Oh,
I
well,
think we're good.
it's funny because my kids, well, especially my daughter, she can't handle like if she sees me holding hands with my boyfriend, or God forbid he just goes to give me a peck, hello, or goodbye. She's like, "Oh God, oh!" No. I'm like, "Will you stop?" She's like, "Do we need to do that?" Yes, we do need to do that. And then part of me feels like, did we traumatize her by not being affectionate? My ex and I, and it's not, and I will say, I'll throw myself under the bridge, the truck. What's the saying?
The
Throw yourself,
bus,
the bus. What am
the
I saying?
bridge,
The bridge? I'm going to drown myself under the bridge.
under the bridge. What are
Under
you,
the bridge.
control?
I'm going to throw myself under the bus. But like there were times where my ex would go to be affectionate, like just, nothing like go get a room, but like in front of the kids, like if they were there, come over and hug me or whatever. And I was so in my head, excuse me. Oh my goodness. That was a Fresca burp. I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it.
Uh,
Um, but I was in my
Fresca.
head, yeah, but I was in my head about how I was feeling about our relationship and stuff that I would like almost recoil, and I feel terribly about that because you're making that person feel rejected, and then your kids aren't seeing like a little lovey-doveyness. So now she sees like a high five between me and my guy, and she's like, you guys are disgusting. Like, shut up.
It's funny.
Shut
My
up.
husband and I will like mess with each other and do like pranks, and the kids are like, "Why are you guys fighting?" And I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
You guys have no idea."
You have no idea. Oh,
Besides the fact that your father would lose, you have
mm.
no idea.
Oh yeah, you're scrappy.
Oh yeah,
You're definitely
I'm like a
scrappy.
spider monkey. I don't even know what a spider monkey does, but they probably don't do
You
that.
know,
They definitely don't do that.
no, no. Oh my goodness. I'm excited next week. Speaking of just like relationships, I'm going on my first like trip with my guy. We're going
Where?
away. So
I mean,
it's
you don't have to
funny.
say where, but like, are you going to go on a plane
We're going on a plane. We're
somewhere
going to
warm?
Cancun. I'm not
Oh,
giving like an address. We're going to Cancun. But it's funny. I keep saying, "Oh, I'm going away for my birthday because my birthday's next week." It just so happens to fall during this trip. We're going for a wedding, but I am like, "Oh, we're going away for my birthday." No, we're not.
hey, you
But
know what? Celebrate your birthday while you're there. Why
oh
not?
hell yeah, I am because I'm a little birthday queen. You think I'm a 5-year-old, but I love birthdays. So
I do too. I kind of do too. I mean, not for myself, but for everybody else.
oh no, I love birthdays for myself as well as other people.
Well, it's funny you say you're going to Cancun. I don't know. Did I ever
Mhm.
tell you the story about when my husband and I went to Cancun?
No.
I mean, it's not going to happen to you because it's May, but
Wait a minute. Pause. Does it have anything to do with issues with an airplane or sharks? Because if it does, I
no,
don't want to hear it. Keep it to
no,
yourself,
no, no,
Kathy.
no,
Okay.
no.
Good.
So we were recently engaged
Mm-hmm.
and we had booked this trip to Cancun.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at the weather forecast and I'm like, there's a hurricane
Oh,
out,
Jesus.
out, out, out in the ocean.
Right.
And at the time I was using it. This is when, you could use a travel agent. And I contact the travel agent. I'm like, should I reschedule it? Can I move it? Because I had paid extra to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're fine. It's not going to hit Cancun. You're going to be okay. And I'm like, all right. We get there, and that fucking hurricane headed right towards us.
Did it ruin your entire trip?
The first night we were there. The
Yeah.
next night, they sent us to a shelter.
Oh my God.
So, did that ruin our trip? Fuck yeah. I was like, and you know what that hurricane was called? Wilma. Really? How
Oh,
threatening is a freaking Wilma?
yeah. You didn't
It's
even get a
like
good
fucking
name.
Flintstones, Wilma.
Yeah.
I was so pissed because we thought we were going to go to a hotel inland. No, we
Right.
didn't go to a hotel. Why would we go to a hotel?
What'd you do?
We went to a school.
Oh my God.
We were in a school
Mm-hmm.
and we were given they told us to take our pillows, thank
Right.
God. And we weren't allowed to take our suitcases, so thank God, I put deodorant, extra underwear, a few things in a backpack and I stuck my suitcase in the tub of the room.
Ugh.
Thank God I did that. We were in a school. I was in a classroom with 40 people from all over the world
What?
for 5 days.
What? Oh my God.
I wish I was making this up because it couldn't. I mean, there's a woman I'm still friends with, Cookie. We are still friends to this day on Facebook and we talk all the time. Not all the time. I shouldn't lie. But
Oh,
she went to my wedding.
from the shelter in place order, you met a lifelong friend.
Yes.
That's
She went to
amazing.
our wedding. Um,
Oh my.
And yeah, so we're in a shelter with people from England, Ireland, St. Louis, Canada, Texas, you name it, we're in a shelter. The hurricane sat on Cancun for 2 days. It ripped the ceiling off of the gym like a can of tuna. And then we ended up getting more people in our room. So imagine being in a classroom, laying on a mat with a pillow around 40 strangers and it's hot and people stink.
Wow.
I rinsed off with rainwater. I mean, I got to say, we did help out a lot of people. There was a few elderly. We got them food. We got them, bedding, and we were entertainment for them while we were there. There was
Oh,
a
I'm sure
man
you were.
from Chicago who sang with his church. He had the voice of like Luther Vandross, and I'm behind him going, hee hee hee, woo, yeah. While he sang, while this hurricane is over us, and the whole building is just shaking.
Did you get like a refund or
Wait,
coupons?
there's more.
Sure.
Then they finally put us on a bus and took us 9 hours to another town. And they said, you could stay here. And it was, where they have bullfighting? It was one of those places. I looked at my husband. I was like, we're getting the fuck out of here. And we went with another couple to the airport to see if we could get home. And by some miracle, we got on a flight from Merida to Guadalajara, Guadalajara to Mexico City, Mexico City to JFK.
Oh my God.
It was like the Amazing Race. We had to run for every flight.
Wow.
My mom called the travel agent and threatened to call the news on him. So with that, because I thought we were going to die. I said, I'm going to die in Mexico. They're going to steal my engagement ring and I'm never going to get married.
Right.
The travel agency covered our honeymoon.
Get out of here. Where did you go on your honeymoon?
We went to Puerto Rico and did a cruise, which was wonderful.
Wow. So maybe, did you make out on this? Like financially? Was it like, or not really?
Financially, yes. Emotionally, no. No. I gotta say, I said we didn't fight the whole trip. I mean, I had a woman come up to me and she just called him my husband, but she goes, I thank God that you and your husband were here because you had such a good positive attitude.
Yeah.
You helped out, you entertained us. Like a couple, we had, some of them had to go downstairs to get food because they were bringing in food. I mean, I had like 50 bananas the whole time we were there. I didn't want to see a banana for like 2 years, but my husband was bringing food up. I was bringing food, like
Wow.
we did a lot. We did a lot. And,
So it was like a humanitarian trip. And
yes.
then you got rewarded with a honeymoon. Look at that.
Yeah. But the best was my mom threatening the travel agent. I'm going to call the news. My daughter's there. She's married. She's going. And at one point, they wanted to fly one of us only. Like rock, paper, scissors? What the fuck?
Oh my God.
I wasn't feeling well. He didn't want to leave me there, but I didn't want to leave him there because his Spanish was 10 times worse than mine. I was like, no, like we're going together.
Yeah.
And, I mean, once we got on the first plane out, I got choked up. Like I felt like, I got to say the people in Cancun were just wonderful to us. There was a woman, she cleaned the bathroom out. I mean, she was, pouring water, like rainwater down the toilets, making sure the cleaned it. I mean, we collected money and we gave it to her and she started crying. She wasn't even with her own family. Like it was insane. Like it was insane. So yeah, that's my Cancun. That's my Cancun story.
So when you started this and you said, hey, did I ever tell you my Cancun story? I thought you were going to say something like, we went out and I got food poisoning, the end. This is bananas. This is like a documentary.
Yeah.
In the wings.
And this was like pre-social media.
Okay.
So even though like I had to have someone from England who was calling their family member to call my mom because my phone wasn't working and tell her that we were alive.
Yeah.
Like if I'm telling you, if it would have been social media, I would have been like with my phone. Please help me! I'm stuck in Cancun. Send money. Send help.
Well, okay. So new fear unlocked for me.
So you're going in May, and hurricane
next
season.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, hurricane season doesn't start till June, so you're okay.
God. Well, I have my Xanax anyway for the plane, so if needed, if the winds start picking up.
What's that, Blair Witch? Am I going to see you on there like, help me, help me, get me out of here?
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, if there was social media, you would have definitely seen me live on Facebook. Like, I'm wearing the same underwear for 3 days in a row. You don't understand. I threw my clothes in the garbage.
Yeah, I would have burned those for
Yeah.
sure.
I literally took rainwater in a water bottle, stood on the opposite side of a bathroom stall.
Yeah.
And my husband stood on the other side and poured the water on me while I took a bar of soap from the hotel room and was like
getting all your bits.
And this older woman was like, I have an extra razor. I was like, oh my God. Thank you.
God.
Yeah, it was insane.
Wow. See, up until about 10 minutes ago, I was worried about like other things. Now I don't even remember what those are. And now all I'm picturing is a hurricane and being on a plane in a hurricane and having to share razors with people, and I don't want to go anymore. So thank you.
No, you'll be fine.
Nope,
You're not going hurricane season.
I'm
It's
out.
May. It
I'm
doesn't
out.
start yet.
Yeah, but it's going to, just because I'm going. It's going to be like,
No.
for the first time in Cancun history.
And then I'm gonna be like, oh, I see Bray online. In the
I know. And I'll be like, what
help
the
me.
mother from inside a hurricane in Cancun?
Here I am. Yeah, it was insane. It was crazy.
What is wrong with us?
I
Well,
mean,
what
and
I was, go ahead.
I've been in a few hurricanes in Florida. This one was pretty scary.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But at least you can prepare for it. Like,
sure.
we were teaching kids about tornadoes yesterday, and the kid's like, they just happen. And I'm like, yeah, they just happen, and you don't even have much time. No, thank you.
Oh, God.
Don't mess with Mother Nature. She's a bad
Mother
bitch.
Nature. Dear Lord. See, what I was kind of like worrying about, and not even worried about, but what I was going to say, this is our first like time going away for more than like 2 nights together and getting on a plane together. So now I'm like, we're going to be together for like 5 nights. And what if at the end of this, we're taking separate flights home because he's just like, you're just too much. Because like he knows that I need Xanax for the plane, right? He's been with me when I've truly had, like, all kidding aside, like a full-on panic attack trying to walk out of
And he's
Madison
still going
Square
with you to
Garden.
Mexico. So,
And he still invited me. So I'm like,
yep.
it's kind of his fault. Like, I feel like he knows what he's getting himself into, but maybe not.
All right. I just don't want to hear you on the news. All right. Behave
That,
yourself.
right. Stay
Have
off
a
the
good
pole.
time.
Stay off the
Don't
pole
get
and
too
off the news.
sunburn.
Yes.
Enjoy the drinks.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Yeah.
I know. I'm excited though. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good
Yeah,
time.
I think so. I do. I think so. We shall see.
At least it's good weather when you have a birthday. My birthday is always a heat wave, so
When
it's
is
always
when
hot.
does yours fall again?
The end of July, towards the end of July. So it's always a heat wave,
Yeah.
and it usually starts like the day before.
Mm.
It's going to be 99 degrees with 99% humidity.
Right. I was just gonna say the hair is like,
You look so good for your birthday. I mean, well, I'm like sweating. I'm like,
ah.
But I usually go to the beach. You went with me. Remember, you met up with me last time. We had
Yes,
some
I know.
drinks.
And we had those overpriced, watery pina colada, whatever they were. But
Yeah, those were terrible.
they were pretty terrible. Oh my God.
But it was fun. It was fun. It was a good time.
Well, on that note,
We still haven't figured out how we're going to end. Are we going to do on that note?
on that note,
We'll see ya.
but then
Who
where
would
do
want to
we
be ya?
save the drama for your mama? I don't know. Oh, you know what we could say this go around? Happy Mother's Day.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day, all you wonderful moms
Yes,
and dads who
always.
also do mom duties.
Yes. Yes.
Grandmas, aunts, uncles,
Mm-hmm.
those who adopt, those who take care of children that are not theirs
Yeah.
just because they're good people.
You know what? And I'm going to take another moment. I know we were trying to wrap up, but I was listening to someone on the radio today, and she was saying how, and it's so true, how sometimes Mother's Day and Father's Day can be really depressing and sad for certain people who don't have that person in their life anymore,
Yes.
or people that are struggling with like fertility issues.
Yeah.
And I can remember before we got pregnant with Riley, like trying for 2 years. And I remember those Mother's Days that fell in those years. I was like, all right, I want to celebrate my mom and celebrate my sister and my sister-in-law. But I felt like, here's this club that I so badly wanted to be part of, and I wasn't. So, I feel like it's a complicated day for some people,
Yeah.
but regardless, if you're lucky enough to have your mom in your life and you are a mom, we wish you a very happy Mother's Day. And
Yes.
if not, try to do something that brings you a little bit of joy, whether that's a nice glass of wine, an umbrella drink, a walk, whatever it is, something that
Yeah.
brings you some joy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, it's a hard day for some who have lost
Mm-hmm.
or who can't. And
Mhm.
I send up much love to them because it's not easy, you
No,
know?
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not easy at
But
all.
happy Mother's Day to you.
Yeah, you too, Mama.
Thank you. I will probably be watching soccer.
Same. Baseball, actually.
Yeah, I'll be watching
So,
soccer because,
yeah,
that's what I love to do.
that's how we roll on Mother's Day.
As long as I'm not cooking, I don't
Mm,
care.
sure.
And let me sleep in a little bit because
A
late. So
little.
there's been a couple of times where I've had to go to like an 8 o'clock game, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
I
You even let me sleep in?
No, it's. I feel like it's
That's
wrong.
rude."
It is rude, right? Like these leagues need to realize maybe we don't want to be on the field for Mother's Day. Just saying.
I don't mind it if it's in the afternoon and I could
Sure.
do something afterwards.
Yeah.
But 8, 9 o'clock game, you don't even let me enjoy my coffee because when I have my coffee, I have to poop, and I don't want to poop outside. I want to poop at home
Are we
on
gonna
Mother's
start?
Day.
Are we gonna start with the porta potty conversation again? And you pooping
We
in
might,
public?
but let me poop at home. Damn it!
On that note,
It's Mother's Day. On that note, be good to yourself, be good to
yes,
others,
yes.
and be good to your mother. Oh, you like
Oh,
that.
love it. All right,
All right.
girl.
Bye.
Bye.